Good afternoon from Saskatchewan. My name is LizaWithaZed. Welcome back to LastPlays. And today we are playing some tiny games, which I'm defining as games that are under a half an hour. So the first one we're playing is called Dead Horizon, about which I know almost nothing. It's a cowboy game. That's what I know. What was that advice the old shootist gave you? Be fast, breathe, don't miss. Oh, come on, he told you more than that, didn't he? You can remember. With an iron like that, it takes only 7 pounds of pressure to kill a man. And if you pull that trigger, ain't nothing that can save you, Bonnie Star. So by the very lights of hell, don't you miss. Don't you miss now. Don't you miss. What the fuck? You can't shoot him, not yet. Anyone that tried, the bullets never made it through the dust. They just disappeared. But there's a moment, you saw it, when he killed all those people, when he raised his hand and sent the sand down their throats. When he raises his hand, the dust parts for an instant as it whips around him. Enough time for just one shot, but that's all you've ever needed. Wait for it, wait for it. Almost, be ready, fingers loose. Breathe, remember to breathe. And now, pull fast as you can. Pull and shoot. Pull the cursor below the frame. Now pull it back up to draw your gun. Hot dog, pretty straight shooting there. Of course, cans don't shoot back. Now, put that thing away and listen up. Ain't an easy thing looking a man in the eye and ending his life. You sure that's something you want to learn to do? I don't know if you have the stones for it, girl. But you did have the stones for it, didn't you? Didn't you? What are you doing? I don't know. An oddly peaceful painting. Who is it of? Did it look like your mother? Or is that just how you remember it? The painting doesn't matter. You never really gave it a good look. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night. But ah, my foes and oh, my friends, it gives such a lovely light. Your favorite poem, how'd that going for you? It does shed a lovely light. Normal hotel desk, only one book is ever inside it. You never did read it. The desk is made of good wood. You're stalling. Desk doesn't matter. Stop stalling. You can't stay here. And you didn't. You didn't stay here. You went downstairs. You played cards. You drank too much. You lost more than you could afford to lose. And called him a cheat. Not yet. That'd make you a murderer. Only pull if he pulls. He's dead. You can put the gun away now. Killed your first man that day. They started calling you a blood and piss star after that. What else could they do after people started talking about how he'd pissed and bled all over himself, all while gasping and cursing about being shot down by a woman? Of course, it doesn't matter that you were there, that you know it didn't happen like that, because you got a reputation after that. His family was rich. Local law said it had been self-defense at first, but then they had a retrial by proxy after you left. Guilty, 6 months to a year if they went easy, the rope otherwise. It was only a matter of time before a bounty hunter came calling. You gave him a chance to walk away. This is an interesting bunch of anachronism. You gave him a chance to walk away. Don't draw till he draws. Don't draw till he draws. No, he was fast, but you were faster. You gave him a chance to walk away. Nothing left to shoot. You can put your iron away now. But you never shot anyone that didn't make you. They all deserved it. Right? Right? They both could have walked away. And that bounty hunter was famous. 100-head Fred. Liked to bring him in alive, but didn't mind making him dead. Took you from having a reputation to being infamous. However, bounty hunters look after their own. And the Red Stars didn't give you much choice, did they? You only had a heartbeats. Oh, shit. No time, slat leather, they're gonna gun you down. No, you were like lightning. You didn't hesitate. You'd be dead if you had. Okay. They're dead. You can put that away now. Bushwhackers. They didn't give you a choice. You had to kill them. They were going to put you in the ground. Gunning down a gang of men that got the drop on you? That turned someone into a legend. Nicknames like One-Shot Star, Bouncing Bonnie Blaster, Darling Deadeye. All your drinks were free. Everyone wanted to hear you talk about the time you put a bullet through a man's head and watched his teeth fly out the back. Of course, when you're a legend, everyone wants you. Lowlifes, thugs, gunslingers, lawmen, out to make a name for themselves. Why does this guy have a fucking cyber arm? Lawman says you killed 5 men. He's not wrong, but if he pushes it, he'll make it 6. Don't draw till he draws. Don't draw till he draws. Don't draw till he draws. He didn't pull on you. You pulled first this time. They're dead. You can put that away now. He was faster, but he missed. You didn't, not this time. Shot down a sheriff in the middle of his own town. Everyone saw. Every man, woman, and child. All of them terrified. Terrified of you. Most men, regardless of cause or need, will blink an eye or draw a breath before they pull the trigger. You won't. They can see it in you. And what's left? How can you even make a living now? Bounty hunter? The Red Stars hate you. And who'd hire someone with your reputation as caravan guard? Go back to the farm? The trail of blood would lead right back to you. It's too wide and too long. So there was drinking. Lots of drinking. And gambling. Lots of gambling. Days blurring into one another. Before the screams. Hearing the screams. Saw him there, dressed like death. Setting fire to the town. Killing for no reason. Couldn't shake the feeling that he was here for you. That everyone else was just in his way. Couldn't run. Stagecoach horses were nearby. Probably gotten away. Would have been smarter. This man, this thing, not like anyone you've ever fought before. A force of nature, beyond bullets and steel. A walking maelstrom. Yet here you are. Oh, this is going to be tough. Face to face with the gathering storm. Between it and everyone else, screaming and crying and running, with nowhere to go, or maybe once in your miserable little life, the pull of a trigger might actually mean something. Just wait for your moment. Wait for it. For him to raise his hand, for the dust to part just long enough. And whatever you do, Bonnie, don't you miss. Okay. Did I get him? Joseph P. Winter. Writing and production, Matthew Ritter. 100-head Fred. Programming and design, Dan Harbinot. Aubrey McCoy, music. Nice. Nickel Punk music and sound design. Additional Pixar art. I missed it. Adam Elbitney art and character design. James Cerdes testing and editing. CJ Lewis testing. Danny Brown testing. Sean Powell testing. Carla Fraser testing. Hank Mendez testing. They had a lot of testers. Leon Lee testing. They had a lot of testers on this game. Michael Leonard testing. Michael Buckingham testing. RG Gatang testing. Probably pronounced that wrong. Thanks for playing. You're very welcome. That was fascinating. That was really interesting. Lore book. Right much to waste living, just blood, sweat, pain, and dust. After that, it's just about straight shooting, never getting too drunk, and living long enough to die from the sludge living. Sludge lung. I'm about 50, if I had to reckon a guess. Had some success as a shootist here and there, long enough that I was offered a few coins to write down my thoughts. Damn. Been staring at the page for most of the day, sat down to write my words, and I ain't sure I got any. Guess a few of these I've read start with family, so my ma hated guns, my pa loved them and taught me to shoot. He was a water farmer. Water farming is a fine, if back-breaking pursuit, very proper. Wasn't for me. I started out warg hunting with a rusty .22 almost stripped clean by dust rot. Killed my first man at 12 years of age with a 5-hand revolver. It held 5 bullets, each foot daylight the size of a fist in ya. Worked as a storm courier for a time, delivering parcels no one else would. Took me all over. The rust wrecks of the drifting dunes seem painted in the sunsets, and I can confirm the Vanderbilt Marsh never gives up her dead. Superior, it's said, never gives up her dead when the storms of November come early. There's a deep cut for you. By 20, I had taken 10 souls, each deserving. 1 I regretted at the time, about 3 I regret these days. Of course, that ain't what you're reading this, is it? You want to know what makes a good shootist. Alright? You gotta know what kind you are. Shooting ain't about the gun. It ain't about the aim. It don't matter how much you practice. Don't matter if you use gun cloth, rust paper, or cigar box to keep the dust rot away. Shooting is about grit, nothing else. Killing a man is easy, or if it isn't, then you ain't the right kind. Some people it weighs on, heavy, like trying to swim with a 50-pound stone. Other men, sometimes it's hard to even call them that. Don't do a thing to them. Even lift some up, like they got balloons tied to their shoulders. That's how you be a good shootist. You enjoy it. The killing, taking life. You gotta like it, or at least you gotta not care. And for better or for worse, more people, they'll flinch or they'll think twice. I won't. That's all there is to it. Now, what makes a good man? That's a thinker. That's the one that's got me to sit down and write my words. Thought maybe I'd have a good answer if I just kept going. Don't know that I do, but I remember being 12. I'd shot a man. Felt good. I'd hated him. Hated him fierce. My pa, he took away my gun. Told me that even though the sheriff wasn't going to do nothing, I couldn't just settle all my arguments with lead. So, I stole some food from the sealed cellar and took off. My pa caught up with me a bit after the sun. He looked me in the eye, asked if I thought I was a man. I told him yes. I mean, I'd shot a man, so not sure what else I could be. He told me that if that was the case, to take my best shot. Never said I was smart, because I did. Hit him as hard as I could in the face. My pa nodded his head, rubbed his jaw a little. Well, guess it's my turn. Don't remember getting back to the house, but I had terrible trouble eating for at least 2 moons sky. Left home again at 15. Never went back. Never forgot what my pa taught me. A man doesn't pick a fight he can't win. Doesn't act out of anger. And doesn't go assuming a gun can solve his problems. And he looks after women. Ugh. This world's hard, my dad would say. You look after your ma and your sisters. The wind and the endless dust, it'll tear up their soft skin. Ugh. Give me a break. I send money home when I can. One of my sisters is in the ground. The other has a dozen kids, I hear. Never seen them. Might make the trip if the storms let up. Always thought women were curious creatures myself. Not much fit for most things. Oh my god. Once had a waif of a thing beg me to teach her to shoot. Eventually I got tired of saying no. She was crying by the time she was done. Just not the kind of thing. Oh my god, shut up. I'm not reading any more of this. Okay, anyway, that was Dead Horizon. I don't like whoever is in the lore book, but the actual story itself is really cool. The art's really cool. So yeah, that's Dead Horizon. That's really cool. Okay. Okay, so this is our next game. This is one ping only. It's a game where you play as a submarine, I think, and you have to navigate via sonar. So, WAS to steer, hold shift to throttle, click and drag to look. Down here, what could be working? Tell him get us close so we can scan it. This looks to be the source of the signal we picked up on. Looks like an emergency beacon. I'm surprised it's still working. Okay, alright, let's explore further. Right. There's some medical supplies in the crates. I wonder what attacked this city. Are we going to find out one way or another? Helm ahead slow. This is... This is harder than it looks. This is harder than it looks. Oh, this is some tight quarters. Nope. Okay. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Let's try... Let's try going this way. Those stacked up cars. Oh, this is tricky. This is really tricky. Okay. Right. Move forward. No. Scan. A lot of empty cars. Looks like some people had to flee on foot. But why were they fleeing at all? Well, presumably rising floodwater. Controls are a little counterintuitive. This doesn't bode well. Yeah, no kidding. Those look like the surface-to-air missiles the Obsidian Navy used to use. Used them back on the island of Europa. Okay, don't know which to... I'll take this one. Okay, didn't matter. They ended up going to the same place anyway. Oh, hell. Weak parts of rubble ahead that we can blast with torpedoes. I'm heightening them on your display. Okay. How do we blast them? Okay, presumably that's the part we can blast with torpedoes now. How do I use torpedoes? Didn't give me... I don't have torpedoes. How do I... Oh, it was F. It was F for fire. You need to tell me that, game. Oops. Yeah, sorry. I just realized I'm going off camera. Okay, that's a big ball. Looks like an old YGT transformer station. Looks beat all to hell. I've heard of this kind of attack before. Only rumors and hearsay. Okay. Looks like this is the way forward. That's... the Olympus. Yeah, I knew her captain. Orders, sir? Press on. We would solely honor the Olympus otherwise. Okay. There's the way forward. This sometimes gets a little confusing. Damn it. Damn it. I'm lucky that this game doesn't seem to have crash physics, or I would have, like, died several times by now. This is really unnerving. Oh. You know what this reminds me a little bit of is Super Flight, actually. Which way do I go? I can go either way. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Sonar just went offline. Oh, God. Reset the system. Okay. Already on it. Sonar is back online. Okay. We are getting some strange readings of the passive sonar. Looks like we tripped something. Bring up the active sonar. Give me 1 ping. 1 ping, sir? Oh. Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was 1 ping only. That was really good and really tense. I really enjoyed that. Let me look at the credits here. That was really good. Oh, so that was 1 ping only. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. That was very good. Okay, next game. Hey! This very lovely music. Very pretty. This game is a Raven monologue. I don't know anything about it except that it was free on Steam.
Unfortunately, they can't go. They can't go. They can't go.
There's a lady. Okay. I have to use these arrows at the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay. Forward. Hello, here is this flower. Okay. Blah, flower. And he takes the flower from her word bubble and puts it in a birdcage with a rock. And now he's walking with it. This is a weird game. So he meets a man with a bunch of bananas? And they talk about their respective plants.
They just grew in and they ain't going.
And he takes the plant from the guy's bubble and puts it in his... This is a weird game. And now he's walking again. Talks to an old lady, I think, or an old man. Talks to an old person who talks about sticks. Takes the stick and puts it in. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Goes to a park. There's a lady on a swing. Who has a little whirligig thing. And he talks about all his stuff. And she gives him a whirligig. And he takes it. There's no button to move forward here. He's just holding the whirligig. I have no idea what to do. Do I go backwards? Now he has a rock. Okay. What the hell? Oh, he turned people into rocks by taking their thing. This is so weird. And then they disappear. I do not understand what is going on here.
They can go from the right side of the heart.
That's so weird. All the people turn into rocks. Okay. I think I played that through? I don't know. That was really weird. But yeah, that was a Raven monologue. Okay, so the last game we're playing today is called Tori. I've been told it's like a walking simulator, except it's a flying simulator? Like, it's a walking simulator, except you don't walk, you fly. Okay. New life girls here? New life begins here. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go through that gate down there. And then through this gate here. New life begins through here. The Orchestra of Kami. These mystic lands. Mystic islands. Okay. So I can go, whoops, okay. I can go over there, or I can go over there. There's a broken bridge down there. There's an intact bridge. And that looks like broken windmill. I want to fly through it. The rushing waters. I'm not sure exactly what flapping does. I'm trying to find the other gate. I could have sworn there were 3 of them. There's one. I don't know what flying through the black gate, the rushing waters. With the flow, breathing with the flow of life. The sound of water. I don't know if I'm doing this right, or if there's even a way to do this right. Bring more and more life back into things. Oh, it's a machine that goes doink. The light exposes. Moonlight exposes the night. There's a gate up there. I think each of these islands is a different poem. Lonely Sakura. The newborn begins again. There it is. The new bloom begins again. That makes picnickers. Oh. This beautiful fate. I think I finished that one. Yeah, I think I finished that one. I'm going to go back to this one and try and find more red gates. Moonlight exposes the night. The wonderful things of nature. Okay, so that one's all finished. So now let's do this one. War drums approaching. There's all the people. Red tent. See if I can find a red gate. Or any more black gates even. This building's so tall. I'm sorry, I keep leaning. War drums approaching. An era of peace foretold. There's a delegation of bear people. Now there are lanterns. Becomes prey to war. Oh, that sucks. Team Tori. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That was really neat. I like that a lot. It was very simple, but it was very cool. I like these fascinating little games that you get free on Steam and just explore. Oh, there was an egg. That's so cool. Thank you! Thank you for making this game. That was just so very cool. Oh. Oh, no, it's back to me. Oh, okay. It just goes back and lets me explore now that I've unlocked everything. Okay, well, that's all the games I have set aside for today. And thanks for joining me today. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if it made you think. Share if you know someone else who'd like it. And subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to support me and what I do, check out my Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/LizaWithaZed or my Patreon at patreon.com/LizaWithaZed. That's it for now, and I hope I see you again next time. Play me out, Bowman.